I wasn't born with a silver spoon, but I made sure that I said I was going to have a better life.
Would you have guessed that you would be where you are today now?
I'm here today because I didn't give up.
You have different things you're doing. How were you able to scale from one to another? Because I'm sure all of them didn't come at the same time.
When I see there is a problem somewhere, I try to step into it and make sure that I be the one to, and that sounds kind of selfish, but then that's just me. Like, I didn't just sit there.
How were you able to know when to start another one?
Really, I think it's been a very good one, how that I've moved from one business to the other, but all of them are still thriving. All of them are still thriving.
Ibukun Adelegan is a multi-passionate entrepreneur, gospel artist, coach, and event planner dedicated to inspiring and empowering lives through her work. As an emerging Instagram sensation, she has built a vibrant community by combining her love for music, business, and authentic connections. With a personality that blends introversion and extroversion, Ibukun brings a unique perspective to every platform she graces. Through her diverse ventures, she continues to use her voice and creativity to make a lasting impact.
A woman on her own lane is focused on what she was called to do, right? Yeah, but what if you're focused on your calling is to juggle different things at the same time, for you to have multiple streams of income, which is very important, by the way, and for you to have different tasks in hand. Today's guest is an entrepreneur who has so many caps that she's wearing. I mean, we're just discussing, I'm like, I'm in the presence of royalty. Join me in welcoming Ibukun Adelegan.
Hi, Dami.
Thank you. Looking good.
Thank you.
Green.
Oh my God.
Love it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
We're having so many conversations, and one of them was how you were able to build, what you have today with so many things, and it's beautiful. I mean, looking back, would you have guessed that you would be where you are today now?
No, I wouldn't have, but I just kept going what I had in my head or what I had in mind to do. I'm here today because I didn't give up. Like, I didn't just sit there. I wasn't born with a silver spoon, but I made sure that I said I was going to have a better life and, I have a good life. And here I am today. Better. I've grown.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy.
Yeah, I'm happy that you decided to take that step.
Yeah.
That daring step that a lot of people are still trying to contemplate and want to do. So when you started from, one thing to another, entrepreneurship is your thing. Mm-hmm. You have different caps. You're a coach, you're an artist, you also have your gifting business as well. You have different things you're doing. How were you able to scale from one to another? Because I'm sure all of them didn't come at the same time.
Sure.
They came in stages.
Mm-hmm.
So how were you able to scale from 1 to 2 to 3 to build, a community, to build a place where you could teach people how to sing, to also build your business for gifting, which has taken you, around, and how were you able to know when to start another one?
Okay. So I've always been someone that have so many ideas in my mind, and I've always wanted to be a problem solver. So when I see there is a problem somewhere, I try to step into it and make sure that I be the one to, and that sounds kind of selfish, but then that's just me. Like, I've always been the go-to person. So how did I realize that I wanted to do something else? Okay, when I started my business, I knew that I wanted to do so much more. Yeah. I wasn't just going to just be I'm not just going to be doing just gift business. I want to also impact other people. I want to share the value that I have inside me. I want to transfer it. I want someone else to learn from what I've been through, some of the things that I've learned. I want to impact this other person. And that's where I started from. Okay, I need to start. I opened my gift business and started coaching other people, and now I have other streams of income. And I think it's been a very good one, how that I've moved from one business to the other, but all of them are still thriving. All of them are still thriving, and that's because I put structures in place.
Yeah.
I've put structures in place that helps me. I've gotten to a point where I don't do everything myself anymore.
Good.
I mean, I can be here right now and, orders are going on. People are doing all the things they need to do. Somebody is at an event helping me to coordinate an event. I've learned to just put structures in place to make sure that everything is working and no one is lacking behind.
Yeah, that's good. That sounds like a good leader, good leadership structure as well. Like a good leader as well, where you don't necessarily have to micromanage everything.
Yes.
Yeah, so you were able to put people and delegate, and also have trusted people that you can work with that can also give you that vision. So yeah, very, very important. So we're waiting for the next venture you're going to start.
I don't know, maybe the next 3, 4, 5 years. I don't know, because everything has to grow to a certain level before I set up a new one. Yes.
Yeah, but how are you able to? Because that's even the next question: is how are you able to balance multiple roles? But you've been able to answer by telling us you delegate, and you're able to have a responsible and hardworking team around you that is able to ensure that these tasks are performed with excellence. So, I mean, that second question is already taken care of. So, what's the most important thing you've learned so far in building multiple businesses?
Okay. Yeah, the most important thing I've learned is having the right people in your business. People that understand your values, people that understand that vision that you carry, because you cannot have people that do not understand the heart of your business. If you employ someone that doesn't understand the excellence that you want to want to give your customers or give your clients, it will ruin your business. So you need to always have people that understand your value system. They understand the excellence that you bring to the table. So what I've learned is having the right people on your team, having the right clients, dealing with the right people, having the right mentors, people that can speak to you, people that can help you to grow and get better is very, very important, because without customers or without people patronizing your business can never grow. You can't patronize yourself.
No, you can't.
You can't.
This leadership that your team, I hope they're watching. They should be patting themselves on the back, maybe.
No, they've really done so well.
Yeah, that's I have. You are someone that has built a business and you're able to delegate. Okay, so there's a woman on our only who is stuck, and she wants to learn how exactly she's able to delegate these tasks and this business, because as women, one of the things that we try to do is to control.
Yes.
To try to control everything.
You're very, very right.
To ensure that we control. So it's very difficult for us to open up ourselves to delegate and not try to micromanage things. So if someone is struggling with that right now, what are the steps they can take to even just start? Okay, we need to start delegating this to prevent burnout, because burnout is real.
Like I said earlier, having the right people. So first things first, make sure you find somebody that understands your values. Somebody that when you speak to the person and say, okay, this is what I bring, this is what my business is all about, the person is not talking down on your vision. The person understands. Now you want to have the right people on your team. First, when you have the right person on your team or have the right people on your team, you'll be able to delegate with your heart and say, okay, I trust that you would bring everything I have in my head to life. Because you know that this person understands you. This person knows what to do. And women need to learn to actually let people do things for them. We always want to be the ones there, like in charge. You can't always be everywhere. You can't be everywhere at once. For someone like me that runs an event company, if I have like 3 events in one day, I can't be at all of the 3 events. I've learned to trust people to handle my stuff, like handle my business for me. And as long as they bring the results and there is no complaint, that's the most important thing. You need to learn how to trust people. This will help you delegate better. Find the right person, find this person that understands your value, then delegate to that person and let the person do it. So when you tell somebody to do something, don't always now send a message, have you done it? Have you done it right? No, don't put the person under pressure. Let the person do it. And then if the person doesn't do it right, give the person the feedback. Or I expected you to have done it like this. Or this would have been better if you did it like this. This is the result that you would have gotten if you had done it like this. Just give feedback and learn to trust them. You'll be able to delegate better. I've learned that. I didn't learn it early, but man, I've learned it already, and then it's really, really helping me. It has helped me, be productive with other things in my life, and not that I have to face just my business. I have a personal life as well. I'm not going to be doing business. At some point, I would get married, have a relationship and all of that. And I need to focus on all the other things in my life. So learn to delegate and trust these people.
It's how you're just answering the next question before the next.
Oh, wow.
I was just about to ask how you're able to balance it all and ensure that, you don't get burnt out, and you ensure that your business is productive and your personal life as well is balanced, and you've answered it. I guess the answer was just all encompassing.
It was all encompassing.
It was all encompassing. But how do you, I'm sure as an entrepreneur, you've experienced failure.
Oh, many times.
Disappointment. Even staff have. Yeah, I know.
Even dispatch riders. I had to. Even dispatch riders. Oh my God.
So your business, how have you been able to handle it and ensure that your business is still giving fantastic results to your, because no excuses with your clients, no excuses with your customer. Even when you face failures, even when you face challenges, you must perform, you must give your all. So how are you able to overcome it? What lessons can you share?
Okay, so for every failure that I've ever encountered in business, I see it as a learning curve to get better. Yeah. So one thing I want to tell women that are listening to us today is, do not see failure as the end.
Yeah.
It's not the end of the world. You would get better. Own up to it. Okay, I didn't do this right. Take a step back, review it. Okay, what could I have done better? If I'd taken this step, I think I would have gotten this result. So take a step back, review what you did wrong, and write it down and say, okay, I'm going to do this better. I'm going to do this right. Now, I mentioned dispatch riders. We all have issues with dispatch. See, that one in Nigeria, I'm sorry, but it's a thing. Like, you want to send out a package to somebody and you tell the dispatch rider, this is the time that it should get there. I need this thing to get here at this particular time, and you don't get there on time. I've learned that I think there are other better logistic companies that you can actually, you don't have to keep using that same logistics company. Use another one that will help you to deliver your item on time. Yeah. If you learn from this mistake, like me, I've learned that I would never use a particular logistics company that delayed my order and made me start giving excuses to my clients, because my clients are not going to be happy. So every failure is a learning curve for me to get better. Take a step back, review it, and move on from it. Don't stay there. Yeah. Because if you stay there, it's going to really affect your business. And you can't always, just because you failed, you decide to just drop your business and say, I can't do it anymore.
True.
No. Move on from it. You'll get better.
What does success mean or look like to you?
For me, I would say success is impact. Being able to impact somebody's life. I have so much in me that God has, put in me. I want to be able to impact into another person. And even when I leave this world, let the person be able to remember my name. Yeah. That I did this for this person. I did that. I helped somebody get better. I helped somebody grow. I helped somebody to set up a good business and it is thriving, or my businesses are thriving even after I've left. As long as I can impact somebody, I see that as success. It's not about the money. It's about impacting someone else. That's what success is for me.
Thank you so much for sharing that. Beautiful definition of success. What advice would you give to someone who was struggling to balance their creative passion with the business side of things?
Okay. Like I said, I think I've said this before, that I put structure in place.
Yeah.
Yes. You need to put structures in place, because your creative side cannot die because of your business. You also need your creative side for your business. One of the things that helped me in February, because my gift business, was I embraced the content creator side of me, and it helped us to make huge sales. Yeah. So you can't let that part of you die. You need to put structures in place that helps you to maximize this side. Your passion is very important. Passion is key, but you can actually kill your creative side if you get burnt out. If you're just You're just focusing on one side of your life, your business, just your business, and you kill that creative side. It will hurt you in the end. So learn to, okay, today I'm going to work on this side of my life. Tomorrow I'll do the other side of my life. So put structures in place to make sure that you touch everything and don't let any area of your life die.
So the second question I want to ask is based on someone that wants to go into event management.
Okay.
And the person doesn't know how to start. Because event management in Nigeria now is big and it's quote unquote saturated. But we know that if business anywhere can be saturated, but once you're doing a fantastic job,
people will come for you. Yeah.
So how would the person start?
Okay, so not just event management now. Don't overthink anything as an entrepreneur. Start from where you are. When I started my business, I didn't even have capital. I'm telling you, I didn't have capital. That's the honest truth. For my gift business, I started with my clients' money. My clients reached out to me, and my first customer reached out to me, and the person was like, I want to get this gift. I want to get that gift. I want to get that gift. I told the person, okay, these are the samples that I have. I didn't have them, by the way. I didn't have them. I hope the person is not listening to this. Oh my God.
You didn't mention names, so it's fine. You didn't mention names. Disclaimer.
I didn't have them, but the person sent me the pictures of this item. I gave the person a price. The person paid. I went to the market to get these items and packaged them and delivered them like I had them. That was the beginning of my business. I didn't have the capital. So start from where you are. If you have to go to events that are happening around your house, and meet these people, like meet an event coordinator, tell the event, I am just learning. I want to start event planning. I want to know how to do this stuff. Like, get somebody, an intern with that person. Start from somewhere. Don't just sit in your house, because nobody's going to come and meet you in your house. You need to stand up. So if you have to go to an event center, meet the person in charge of the event. Tell the person that I want to go into event planning. I don't mind being your intern for the next 3 weeks or for the next 3 months, so I can learn about this. It would give you the experience that you need to actually start the business. So don't just sit there, and start from where you are. You don't have to have everything figured out. You do not have to have everything figured out. Start from where you are,
and then the right time will come.
Yes, it will come.
Cool. I can't believe our time has flown by so fast.
Really? Oh my God.
Conversations. And we're having a conversation before the podcast, and we're just laughing and laughing. She's such a delight, Thank you so much. Like I said, you look really good, girl.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us. We are honored to have you on.
I'm honored to be here. Thank you for having me
today, and we really hope that you were able to impact in our viewers and our listeners as well. And thank you so much for joining us on today's episode. If you have 1 or 2 things that you learned, please drop it in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, to subscribe, and to share. Bye for now. Don't stop walking on your own lane.